And welcome back to our coverage here of the PTL's 2020 held here at Bruce Pullman Park in Papakura, Tāmaki, Makaurau. My name's Kimo Holtham, and sitting here in the commentator's box is Peter Walters. Now, we've had some exciting touch today. What are your thoughts on the level of touch we've had across our gameplay today, Pete?
Hi, kia ora, Kimo. Yeah, it's been great. I've seen a couple of the men's, and this is the first of the women's that I'm seeing today. Watch some of the footage, and yeah, a couple of good teams here with Metro and the Strikers from the north.
Yeah, we've had some really good touch. I mean, we've just had the women's game of the 07 heat going up against the Raiders, and that was a top 1-2 battle. Winner going straight through to the finals held on the weekend of the 28th, and that was the Raiders. They took that one, so the Heat will be playing off for that other final spot come that weekend of the 28th. But today we have the Northern Strikers women's going up against the Metro women's. I'm looking forward to a strong matchup. I mean, we've had some really strong performances today by both teams, Metro especially. I mean, in Isla Norman Bell, they did lose this morning, but it's probably been one of the better games that they've had throughout this competition. And Isla, again, just the standout, her fitness, her decision-making and level of play, she's definitely a star of the future.
Yes, and almost the battle of the bridge, this one here, Kimo, with North Harbour and a lot of the Northland girls to took it over here, and the Metro girls from the Auckland City.
Yeah, some of the standouts for this Northern Strikers side definitely be one of the younger players in their team, number 4, Holly Williams, who just seems to be on the field whenever they're attacking. And look, she has skills galore. She can step back, she can throw a long ball, she's got nice decision making. I mean, their number 1, their co-captain Ashton as well. She's got pace to burn, and they've got some great experience in their other co-captain, Tia Nootai as well. So we're looking forward to a great matchup between these two Auckland teams.
Yeah, and I like these coaches for the Strikers, Kimmy and Lovey. They've been players for New Zealand themselves, and really been working hard in the coaching realm in recent years, so done a great job with the Strikers team.
Yeah, definitely. Here we have the Strikers on attack. Oh, with a great first up move. Winger is calling touch. I don't know if they're going to give it though. They won't. They are going to call the touch. Great defensive work put in there by the Metro wing.
I think it was. She got her on a reach back touch. She sort of stepped forward and the girl went inside it. She reached back and got her on that touch there. It was a great touch. However, it looks like they've scored right in midfield there. The two sisters there.
Yeah, I think that just come down to some miscommunication within that Metro defence. I mean, there was a gaping hole right in the middle of them. There's 7 who had come from that outside wing position, had to tuck under and try and double off. Didn't manage to make the touch. I mean, it doesn't help that Ashton Walker is probably one of the fastest females on that field at the time.
Yes,
great work by the Strikers.
Michaela, 2 sisters that really performed for the Strikers team. So Metro will be looking to kick back here. Let's see what they run here, Kimmel. Okay, they've all got a sweeper play. Imogen there.
And here we have an injection of pace by Isla Norman Bell, but great defensive work by the Strikers. We have an outside gap there, but well defended by the Strikers there.
Taking it back to the middle of the field there. And looks like Isla will be looking to go from half. Here she goes. Gone short side.
Eyes
through.
up, she finds a
Lost
hole.
her defender.
Great
And
work there by
Imogen
Metro.
Lagitau diving for the try.
Yeah, just a beautiful combo there. I mean, Isla, she is very, very, very quick. You don't want to be giving her too much space or even too much time to decide what she's going to do. You want to put pressure on her nice and early, force her to make a decision, because if she's able to get you one-on-one, I mean, she's a hard person to defend against.
She is, and she's a great athlete, obviously. I think she got MVP at the Ignite Sevens, maybe last year or the year before, Kimmer, so she's a great Sevens player as well.
And here we have some good defensive work by Metro. They may be called for offside there, so they may have the advantage. Yeah, and there we have it. That's the first penalty there inside of their 7. So the Strikers here, they'll be looking to come with a bit of attack. Who have they got on the field?
Yeah, running a sweep play here. and that's better defence by the middles of the Metro side.
Yeah, something they were lacking probably in their first game of the day. They weren't tight enough in those mids, so good to see that head coach Latoya have spoken to them about some of the things they may need to switch up if they want to better themselves in the latter part of this day. That shouldn't. Are they going to give them the replay ball? No. Yes, it wasn't played at. It was chucked at the arm. I think I agree with the referee on this one.
Yeah, I'm assuming you got a call from the sideline there. I think these referees are mic'd up keyboard, so they get feedback.
I like that because we've seen a lot of 50-50 calls, and they've been. I think everyone's been called right.
Yes, his body language told us he was going to go 6 again, but I think he might have got a call to say no. He wasn't played out.
Yeah, I think we may have missed something there though. But the Strikers, they do have the ball back, so they'll have a full set on their 7 metres.
Okay, lifting well there, Metro. That's better. Getting off the line. They need to do it again. No, it's that second phase D, Kimo. They did it right in the first phase, and they just sort of stopped and waited to react on that. You've got to be proactive and get forward. You can't be waiting.
Yeah, you do, but you can see why they were put in 2 minds, because they had a player running into that link pocket. There you see the black hat just held that link up enough to put her in 2 minds on whether she needed to chase out or come in. A great option picked by the mid to give the Strikers the lead in this first half.
Yeah, good set play by the Strikers.
Short side, the holes are open, they've gotten their numbers, they've gotten through. All she has to do is find a live player. Unable to do so though, so they'll take the first touch. That should be 0. You can hear that great communication by our referees, letting our players know when they're onside.
Yeah, Strikers working their way downfield. Fresh subs are on. And Michaela out of dummy half.
Should be a touch and pass there. She was through the hole, just didn't have support on her outside. She was looking for that extra check, but couldn't find it. So Metro now, we have a good set of yards outside from their 7. That's 2. They should have 3 on their halfway, which isn't too bad of a spot to be in. Got Langa hits on now, dragging the ball. Scooper and Cody Tote. And she does get the penalty.
Yeah, well done. I mean, it's a good play sometimes just to work that retiring defender on the 5th and hope to pull a penalty. She did it in this instance.
Here we have the Strikers defensive line all up, so they should have an easy option, not an easy option, but a good option for the quickie there.
Yeah. Kaidi just there. She's a very good quickie exponent. Just having a crack there. Just trying to get her positioning right there.
There it is.
And there she goes. She got it down. I think she copped a boot early in that last quickie to the mouth, but carried on play. Good work.
Yeah, you can see here she just drops. They go for a follow play, then she bounces on the outside of her middle, catches her flat-footed, able to level the scores up 2-2. Good to see from the Metro woman.
Once again, Kimo, this wind's going to be a factor. So Strikers with the wind at their backs in this half.
Yeah, here we have the Strikers now on the attack, but the Metro woman up for the task. I like the defensive pressure they're putting on them right now. They're not giving the Strikers any chance to set.
They try from Metro levels things up, folks.
Yeah, sweeper play there. Touched by the defender, and it's a turnover ball. Metro going to work their way downfield now, heading towards their sub box.
I like what the Strikers did there, not giving them easy yardage or easy passage to their box, making them work. There we have 3 before the halfway, so the Strikers in good stead on defence. Here we have Isla now with the scoop, but she has someone sitting in that pocket. Metro did well to get to the field position that they're in now. They'll be looking for a strong line of defence. But But the Strikers with a good roll off their sub box.
Yeah, this is a good set for the Strikers.
Oh, they are going to get the penalty though. I think Isla been getting called for offside. You'll see there she is, the young woman, Holly Williams. She's a triple New Zealand representative. Tag, touch, and basketball. Again, just the wind just playing a factor within with the long balls in this type of weather.
Yeah, she chose the right option to scoop short side there, however the execution wasn't quite on point. And like you say, the wind was a factor. Metro heading towards their box once again, running their same yardage play, subset. Good snaky run there by Cody.
Ooh, very well defended there by the Strikers. I thought Holly may have been offside, but she looks to have set herself up well leading up into that last touch. So here they are. She sets them up a good platform for their drive. And they now have their subs coming in around the back door, but Metro, they put a pink wall up in front of them.
Yeah, that was good. They had an overwatch there. Far side Lincoln winger lifting.
Final here, they go for a 32 scoop, come back short side. Ashlyn with ball, she goes for the dive. Touch called by the Metro player. So they'll be driving out from the 7 metre. Both teams very level-headed in the first 10 minutes of this match. Nice extra ball on that inside.
Yeah, nice check-off option there. They do have some good check-off options. They run a good system, the Metro.
Especially this late in the competition, those extras, they add up. Just forcing your defensive line to work that extra 2-3 metres backwards, yeah, it does take its toll on the ticker.
There's a late cut option on the Kimo. It's good to see the late cuts. It's sort of disappeared. It's not as prominent as certainly years gone by, but it's still relevant and it's still a good play, especially off a middle.
Here we have the Strikers on the attack. Some good go forward. Holly Williams now, no doubt she'll be setting. Penalty, they get the penalty, so the Strikers now with a full set of 6 on that 7.
Yeah, they've been giving away a few penalties, Metro. They've got to watch this. They've got to get back on side. You don't want to be giving teams 6 touches on your line. Otherwise, this is what's going to happen. They're going to score against you.
Yeah, and that was just off of a basic, what some teams would call it OZ. So you fake the quickie, bounce the link out. And she just got on the outside shoulder of her link, stepped it back on the inside, and the inside shutter wasn't there on time to shut Holly Williams down. Beautiful work by the Strikers.
Score now, folks. 1 point in it. Northern Strikers.
There we have a set play coming up by Metro.
And Jasmine Munro there. She's a nice young talent.
Sorry, she doesn't play for the Strikers. Number 4.
Running a sweep play here.
3-2, folks.
They have numbers on this left side, but well defended by the Strikers. They're set for a 32 peel. She gets the ball back. The Strikers D though up for the task. Not once did she come off her player.
The Metro girls need to engage their defenders on attack a little bit better. They're actually running man on man those last couple of sets. They need to actually engage and run to the space to create the overlap.
Yes, that you're right on the money there, Pete. Not latching the right player to force the numbers on where you're wanting them. Ashlyn, though, with the touch and pass there, but she will get the penalty for Metro being offside. So again, another mistake by Metro in their half.
Yeah,
This is what's killing them at the moment.
Yeah, right, Kim. Another penalty conceded, and you're giving them 6 touches on your line. It's not good defence here by Metro, Kimo. It's Link running short side. You know, you've got to protect that short side and force them to go back to where you've got the numbers.
Yeah, you don't really want to be getting beaten on the outside. At least if you get them to step back on the inside, you can blame it on the inside player if they miss.
Yes, and you've got 4 of them on the inside.
Exactly.
Whereas you only got 1 on the short side. So.
So Metro giving away an easy touchdown there. Here they are though with 6:20 left. They're only down by 2. Here with Lang, ball in hand. Good defense by Holly Williams. They are going to get caught offside though. So Metro now with a full set. Let's see what they can do. I'd just like to see a bit of ball movement, or maybe even some movement of the defense a bit. Maybe hidden nice and short here.
There's a good save there. There's a good quickie run by Kaidi. However, the defender was on it. She came right across and made the touch. If she didn't, it would have been a try.
Yeah, I like that. Holly recognising that both her defensive players on her right were caught out. So she shuffled right across to double off and make that touch. Here, I'd be looking for Metro to maybe attack a different hole. There they are on that outside there. Again, long ball, maybe not the best option in this kind of wind. And again, maybe throwing the ball after they've latched their player.
Strikers working downfield here. And that looked like a touch and pass.
Just under 5 minutes left. Metro now in good field position. But the Strikers' defence just chewing out their meters a bit. Here we have another flyer.
Yeah, there's a good fly there.
So now that's already 4. But again, Isla with the pace. This will be final here. Isla now has ball in hand. There's numbers on the left, but Isla, oh, she did get touched. Great defensive work by the Strikers' side. I didn't see who made the touch, but it was very well done, as I thought she was through. They must have dropped outside of the 7 metre because that number 8 for the Strikers hadn't gotten back to the line. And there we've got a scooper down through the middle. They've got numbers on the right. Ashlyn, she did get touched. What are they going to call?
I thought there was a touch. It's very close.
Yeah, I thought it was a touch as well.
She looks like she's giving the touchdown, so the referee obviously thought she got it down. So nice try, Strikers.
Very nice try to the Strikers there. We may be able to see on the replay here. And again, it's just catching this Metro side defensively out. Had the numbers on this right side. Ashlyn Waka with the gas. Yeah, no, could have gone either way there. Great work by Ashlyn to get over the top. Put herself in a position to even be there to score. Great scoop. After that slowdown, I'm going to say touch first, mate, to be honest. But hey, the refs, they can't get it right every time. So Ashlyn Waka lucky to get away with one there. Nice little scoop on the inside there. They're going to call a touch and pass? No, they're going to get the penalty before being offside first.
Yeah, so they get a repeat set. Sweeper play coming up here. They feed the sweeper. And good defence from Strikers. First saving middle coming across and making the touch.
Yeah, that's the same player, Holly Williams again, just recognising her teammates were just a little bit out of position, so shuffling over to make that touch.
Yep, 32 peel. Good defence.
Lynx just attacking wrong holes there. Just need a bit, I think they just need a bit, choose their options. The off-ball players need to choose their options a bit better for this Metro side anyway.
Yes, and you're right. They sometimes they're still running they're just running for the sake of it, and they end up running straight into a defender where they should be running at a hole.
Here we have the strikers again on the attack. They've been quite clinical in this first half. Great defensive work there by Metro. But again, the strikers will be happy. They managed to go coast to coast.
Minute to go. They'll be looking to work down and then put a finishing play on here. It's touch 2.
Yeah, they need to be careful. They won't want to make any mistakes. They want at least one more chance at scoring a try before half-time.
Strike dump coming up now.
Yeah, just some miscommunication there, not knowing which was the best option. Just going a bit half-heartedly into that.
The strikers have had better go forward in this game than the Metro girls, and it's showed just there because they got a penalty off those drives.
Yeah, they just seem a lot more in sync as well through this orange zone especially. Their subbers are coming on a lot stronger. They're getting better field position. Isla there getting caught offside. Offside again. She needs to be careful. Lucky not to get penalised again there. So Metro, they get their easy out. This will be the last touch of the game. Isla will be looking to spark something, being 3 down. She goes for the backwards pass, can't connect though. So that's the strikers ahead of Metro, 5 points to 2. And at the moment, the strikers just getting the fundamentals a bit better.
Yeah, a little bit more competent, less errors, and showing in the scoreline their drives have been better. And it's showing there with a 5-2 scoreline. So Metro will be looking to pick up this half. Be a little bit more dynamic. I think they need to mix it up on attack. They've been running generally a lot of plays off a static platform, so maybe run some more sweepers, some more peel plays, and then mix it up with those static plays.
Yeah, they need to get the strikers team just a bit off their feet. And here we see that first try. That was just some weak defence because they come right through the middle, and that there was a beautiful play. They've been running it the whole competition, getting that link coming in and around into that pocket position. Holding up there, outside link, and again Holly Williams just with a bit of individual brilliance off a 32 long play.
Yeah, they need to sharpen up their defence, Metros. Understanding and talking about what is the short side, what is the open side, so they can all get their pre and post touch positioning better to stop those touchdowns.
Yeah, that one I thought Metro got hard done by there. I thought it was touch first, but hey, Ashlyn ended up getting a touchdown there. So that's their 5 points. Metro side, they've only been able to dot down for 2, but it's been a good 2. Like you said, Pete, I think they need just a bit more variety on their 7-metre. Isla Bell definitely one of their strongest playmakers. Nice little check off there for the dump down for their first try. Off a really good scoop. And here they are again, setting up for the quickie. And instead they go for the follow bounce. Works perfectly well. You would have seen her grabbing onto her chin. I think Pete was saying she got a kick to the face a couple plays before, so did very well to scramble back and score that try.
And I see Latoya, the coach for the Metro girls, giving lots of feedback. So some good coaching staff in both teams, Kimo.
I think across all teams in this competition, they are all coached by some very, very strong people. So you can never put any of these teams out with the coaching staff that they have. there's always a chance for these teams to come back. It just comes down to intensity, confidence, and who wants it more end of the day. I mean, this will be the last game of the day for both of these teams, so they should really be looking to empty the tank, give it all that they got.
Yeah, and Metro will be wanting to score early to get back into this encounter. They're down by 3, and they were looking to try and score first. I'm not too sure who's tap off. We've got Kimmel, but Metro need to get back into this game.
Yeah, it's a Metro tap off to my knowledge. And we'll have the strikers side on D. So no doubt they'll be bringing Isla on to start, seeing as she's probably one of their main attackers yet. There she is right there. I just love the pace that she adds and the way she goes from slow to start, or from slow to quick. She's constantly putting the defenders in 2 minds. Something she's very, very good at. Metro now in good position. They have a sweeper play coming back door.
Isla going short side. Yeah, great play. Scooping going short side. Kaidi split wide. And looks so easy there, Kimmel.
It did. You'll see here, she ends up going short side and just holds up just enough for her link, Kaidi, to get on the outside of her link.
Metro with the try.
If you look from a defensive perspective, the striker's link, I think it was Ash, and she just pulled straight, and her attacker was on her outside about 5 meters straight away. So it's once again protecting your short side first.
Yeah, and that there was a great start to Metro. That's exactly what they needed. Getting back into this match, just pulling that gap back a bit, and here we see a huge hole, which put them mid in 2 minds. She had to cover that space on the outside, which opened up the hole on the inside.
Yeah, it was a good play, and that defender was ball watching. At the end of the day, you can ball watch, but you've got to go and get the ball first.
Yeah. So the strikers strike back nice and quick there, push it back out to a 3-point lead. Metro will want to answer right away. They need to if they want a chance in this match to take it out. They dump about 3 meters out, but not quick enough to be able to dot down. It's looking like this is the last. They check out, they're going to stack that side just to make it a bit harder for this striker's side. They give the strikers easy meters though.
Yeah, I'd like to see them coming forward on 1 and 2 and really putting pressure on the striker's side.
Yeah, you really want to put a bit of pressure on those first 2 touches, not giving them any space, any yards. They have numbers there. Good thing about that is the strikers manage to go coast to coast. Metro though, they'll be happy to defend that one out. Good first drive, good platform to work from for this Metro side.
Yeah, Cody Tote, she's been driving the ball well for this Metro team. Just working hard, getting them forward. This is a good set.
Isla now should be looking to set up for a scoop. There she is. I knew she was just looking for that penalty. Caught the strikers not rolling. So here Metro now with the full set. Strikers need to be careful as they could get pinged for rolling again. Coming off the line quite slow when they're outside of that 7. 32 long.
And
Holes there.
yeah.
Oh, nice dive too. Should be brought down. Oh, they're going to call the touch. Unfortunate for Metro.
I thought Imogen could have gone through and dived and
she
put the ball
could've.
down herself, actually.
She could have.
Not in this windy condition, too far away.
No, that's just coming back to basics, execution. And the strikers here straight off that with a good platform to set off for their yards. Already outside of their halfway after 3. Couldn't manage the ball in the ruck though, so it's a good set for Metro outside of their half.
Yeah, skill error there, so Metro get the ball. Now they work towards their sub box. They'll transition their subs on. Cody Totu's on field.
There we have, they have their full set six. Oh, they have their full 6 set now.
Sweeper play.
Unable though, they had their link chopping into that mid hole there. I think they were wanting their mid to track around on the back door.
Nice check-off option there for the strikers. Yeah, they're playing with a bit of confidence now, the strikers. Quite happy to throw off, check off, use their vision and skill to make extra meters.
Yeah, just it's looking beautiful. It's looking real fluid. The motions in which they're throwing the ball. Nice hands there. Metro thinking it was the last. It's not. Great pressure on Holly. That's what they need to do, Metro, as a defensive unit. Just don't let the strikers, don't give them the chance to think of options. Put the pressure on and force them to make a move.
Yes, cut down their time and space, exactly.
Strikers at the moment just managing to just send one defender up and make the touch. Again, a bit of a nothing play to end with for Metro.
That check off again for extra meters.
Yeah, and it's working wonders for the strikers side. Just that little extra, those extra 3 meters. It does tune into the lung capacity, the oxygen you're able to carry. Here we've got some numbers. Oh, we've got space anyway. Maybe not numbers. Setting up for a 32.
Yeah, there's Michaela out of half and throwing a ball over the top. Just fell short.
The ball went quite far considering she was throwing into the wind. Good wall defense being put up by the strikers so far. Metro now will have to settle 10 meters outside of the halfway.
There we go, should be Isla out of half there.
The wind just picked that up, but they do manage to get numbers on this outside still. Isla can't find the open hole though.
Good evasive skills there from Sammy for the strikers as they head forward. I think that was too many on the field, Kimmel.
Oh.
That penalty there. We haven't seen many this tournament, so it shows that the teams have learned, especially from the last year or two where there was a lot of times when you were having 7 on the field, you know, when people were bulk subbing. It's a lot cleaner now.
That's good. Those sort of mistakes are things that you want to iron out of your game. So it's good to know it's not a common sight in this PTL competition. Here we have another set, and they do get the penalty, so good news for Metro. 11.5 to go, down by 3. Here we have Lang with the quickie. She's going to come in short straight away. She's going for the long ball out to the wing on the first. You want to be careful with those. You almost want to run low risk plays for the first few touches. You don't want to be giving the ball away on your first touch. Good defense by the strikers, but she's found a hole. She has found a hole and she will dot down. Just a lapse in communication by the strikers' defense. They open up a hole in their middle.
Yeah, good vision there by Tiari. Just spotted it. She's looking now. Bang. They come either side of her, but no one was in front of her, so away she goes. Try. Good work.
Yes, and that's great awareness by the Metro ladies. That'll give them a bit of confidence. With 10 minutes to go, they're only down by 2 points. Here we see the strikers women now making their way down to the 7 meter. They'll still be feeling quite comfortable with the 2 point buffer though. we have Holly Williams, check off. Oh, nice little snipe there and steal by the Metro ladies, but they will get done for being offside, both the link and the winger. Oh no, that was for rolling, or not rolling. Here we have just a nice little waste of play.
No touch there, that's a try.
And they just caught the middle defender on the back foot there. You'll see they get in behind her. Her profile is running away and the shutter wasn't in tight enough.
Yeah, once again the defence is a little bit loose there, Kimo.
It is. They need to tighten up their middles a bit. They had the same problem in the first game.
You know, in women's touch you want tight stuff in the middle, especially with a wind like this, and you want them to have to throw long to score touchdowns, not score ones in between your middles all the time.
Exactly. You want to use the elements in your to your advantage in this this kind of weather. Here we have a 32 peel, sorry. Wait. Here we have Tote now with ball in hand. Isla in the middle as well. She'll check off. Isla's going to look for the scoop herself, I think. And there, she manages to milk the penalty again.
Yeah, when she shifts sideways and they're actually not moving forward, you're going to get that repeat penalty.
Tote settles about 5 metres out, and there we have a dive. Now, because she settled 2 metres in, the strikers didn't have to go back as far as what they would have had to if they were on the 7, though. And changing their tact. Going for it. Oh, and there's the open hole for Isla. Ref's going to call touch, so all players were on side. So they've gone mid to a 32, back to a 33 play. And they're going to... Yes, she's going to throw the long ball out to that wing. Bit of a nothing throw there, as they did have man on again. Isla step back here. Strikers may be lucky not to get pinged for offside there. So one of their players only got 1 foot back to the line. We'll continue on with play though with Metro. The strikers almost put ball to ground, but good hands. That was 6. Good defence by the Metro side.
There's only 7 minutes to go now, and we've got the strikers up by 4, so Metro are going to have to force things a little bit and be a little bit more dynamic on defence, like get forward and be assertive on attack.
To shape for something here, make sure they're latching the right players. Yeah, the strikers need to be careful. That's the 3rd penalty again for the same thing. 3rd consecutive sets down there. Strong defense there by our strikers, ladies. On the back foot, but the pass probably not the best, so it's given the strikers just a bit, half a second to get back on side. They're looking for a... Oh, great work there by the Metro ladies. What's the pass forward? No, it's not. They're going to call it a touchdown. So Metro will shut the gap back down to 2. 7-5 the score.
Well, Kim, it was good play, and she, I mean, you know, she threw a long ball back left to right in this win, so well done. It was high risk in a sense, and but she hit the target, so she showed great skill there to make that play work.
Hey, and like you said, with the amount of time that's left in the game, they do have to be a bit more dynamic. They do have to be a bit more daring on attack if they want any chance of coming out with a win in this game. Only 2 points in it, 5 minutes to go.
Yeah, they want to put a stop on here. Don't let them score and get back down the other end. 33 peel play there.
Great pass by Holly. Can the winger get on the outside? No, well defended by the Metro side ladies. We've got Holly down in the middle here. I think she was clutching at a hammy maybe. No, maybe not a Hemi.
Yes, the ref called play there. I think that may have been fifth and final touch as well. So it's an injury here, so they halted play, and rightly so. There was that big injury in the men's game earlier, Kimo, and I think they ended up taking Sean Law off to hospital, so it was a neck issue. So
yeah, it was a neck issue.
You want to be safe and not move them on field if there's anything that looks a little bit dangerous or could be serious.
4.5 minutes left of this match, folks.
Yeah, so we have just over 4.5 minutes left. Get by 2. They are going to let the teams have another huddle here. Nice to see the refs still warming up. I mean, with the wind the way it is, it'll be quite easy to cool down in this kind of weather. Good to see Holly on her feet. Could just be an ankle issue, maybe a knee.
The results and standings from today, you can find
That's a huge loss for the strikers, though. She's been quite
Yeah, she's been very
quite
prominent,
potent.
very prominent for the strikers team this game. And is that Guy Barton there? I thought there was an age restriction. He is 70 years old, but he's here, so maybe there's no age restriction. So, well done, Guy.
Oh, and then they have the holes on the left. Is it not type of ball in hand? No, the strikers can't manage to keep their hand on the ball. So now Metro with a good yard. Some good yards coming out of their half.
That's better. They're into it, Kimo. They're giving it a crack this last 3.5 minutes, and you can easily get 2 tries in 3.5 minutes, mate.
Yeah, that's an age in the world of touch. Here they are. They won't want to turn into static, though.
I like this. They're dynamic.
Oh, they had caught that defender too. They caught her slipping.
That's better play.
Just a bit of execution here. They had the middle defender slipping on her foot. They would have been able to dot down there if they could just get their hands on the ball. But they do have the ball back now, so they get a full set down on the 7. Here we may have numbers on this right side. There are holes there, and they are posing the question.
Just waiting for that sub to come on.
Yes,
Back to 6 on 6.
32 long here, but they slow it down. They just take it back to a static play. They want this whole strikers defensive line coming out of their 7. They have a backdoor player coming around, and there Scooper just couldn't shake off the tail that she had in her strikers defender.
Yeah, she had room to move there, Kaiti. She could have actually ran further away from the defender.
Just over 2 minutes to go. Metro down by 2. They need the ball as soon as they can. They won't want to give away another set. That's it. That's exactly what Metro need now. They have to dot down in the set.
Opportunity here. They've got to move quickly.
Yeah, they need to pick their pace up a bit. Oh, look, that's good to see Holly Williams. She is walking, though it does look like a bit of a waddle. They've strapped up that left knee, though, so it doesn't look too serious.
Players on here. Imogen. There's Isla.
Yeah, Isla, she just needed to slow it down a bit. And here they've appealed play.
Yeah, it was on there because the wing
yes.
actually shot up there and she could have released to her wing. It just didn't quite see that option.
Yeah, you can see Metro now. They definitely are throwing that ball around a lot more. Only a minute to go. I don't know if this is enough time for them to get back in the match, but they would like to finish strong. Strikers now, they'll be looking just to chew up some of these minutes, slow it down, hopefully get a repeat set. If not, at least go coast to coast, forcing this Metro side to work a bit harder.
Yeah, and
outside
here
of
they
the
go.
Oh, great vision there. And that just come from a great run, a great yardage play by these strikers ladies. They managed to put another point up, pushing the score out to 8-5.
Yeah, she scooped straight down the lane here and a release. Good try there.
We might have another injury. It's looking like a rib injury to one of our strikers ladies.
Yeah, I think Charlie Foster, that was her who scored.
Yeah, she would have just fell on the ball there. 8 seconds to go. Metro, this will probably be their last set of attack that they'll get. Here, this will probably be the last play. They'll be looking to finish strong and finish on the high here. Unable to do that though. The Strikers, just the stronger team at the end of the day.
Yep, they made less errors. They were better performing in their plays and their policies, and they come away with an 8-5 win. Well done to the Northern Strikers.
Yeah, and there we go. We have one more match coming up for you today in this one. A bit of a strong game. We need 07 Heat will be needing to come away with a win in this next match, so please keep it locked.
A men's fixture, folks.